Oh my gosh, is it finally working? Oh my god, I've been trying to get this to work like forever. Oh my god. I think it's finally working. Jeez, is Christ. Bro, I was gonna like do stuff. I mean, it was working earlier. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is like doo garbage. But yes, we are here. And I have the new character. Ah. Oh my gosh. This new character is actually pretty sweet, I would say. Yeah, we're probably gonna play it Persona 4 Golden right after Genshin. Yeah, this guy's cool. Kung Fu. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Sweet. The bomb. Okay, let's just blow up this part right here. Oh, yep, the only bad part about him. Yeah, I had to like roll 50 times just to like get him for free. Bro, and also I have D-Luke, right? And also for D-Luke, I hate this so much. Why is this so expensive? Oh my god, bro. Like, what the fudge? It's gonna be here for 40 days? Like, what the heck? Bro, oh my god, why do you have to price life like that? Bro, why? Why is this the most expensive outfit? What makes it different from all these other outfits, huh? Huh? Oh my god, I hate that so much trying to book money from this. Jeez, that's basically a $30. That's a $30 outfit essentially. Oh my gosh, hate that. Okay, so what now? What to do? Um, oh yes. We're gonna do. Yeah, I was finishing dailies. Okay, I'm just gonna do the story quest. Dude, I had to like, I turned off. Dude, it's just like it's this stream on. I turned off my PC. I unplugged my internet twice. I restarted my PC.
Guess we can rest a bit.
I don't know why. It sucks. I wish I had Ethernet cable like my brother, but he's closer to the Wi-Fi router than I am. It's easier for him. Sucks.
All right, let's head off.
Okay. Yeah, my normal team. Oh, that was funny too. When I was like trying to put artifacts on Hazo, like I got a better goblet, so I gave it to Kazuo instead. And I switched it out. Okay, and where was it? It's J. There. Okay.
Let's get down to business.
My apologies.
Yeah, I can see the difference a little. It's really good. Okay. Try to give myself.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
Okay, hold on. Let me just give myself. Oh, nope. That's drawing pad. There we go. Just giving myself all them controllers. And I'm using a mouse and key.
Things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey.
Okay, let me just remove that actually.
So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up?
What? Oh.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Wait, where'd he go? Oh,
Let's dance.
Sakura swirl!
damn. Easy.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Damn. It's probably Kazuo, isn't it? I joined and I feel already sad because I saw Kazuo. Oh no. Did something bad happen to Kazuo? I just started, bro. I just started. No.
No, wait.
Yo, but yeah, but I got Kazuo in his first banner. Haha. The money I spent. Okay.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Oh, damn. Yep.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Damn.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here
Bro,
waving that weird
I-
sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
Bro, I had real troubles trying to stream this. Oh my god. I would have streamed earlier, but Wi-Fi is sucking. Oh no. Wait, is that the same situation for me, or I have 100? Oh no, okay. No, okay, yeah. I think I won my 50-50 with Kazuha. Then that was when I actually came out and I spent $100. Okay, yep. Okay, I remember now. Oh yeah, I hate Twitch sometimes too. Yeah, I hate when it does that, but you know, I need the money. I'm sorry. You know, ads like help out a lot, even though it's like cents.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Wait, is this like part 2 of Kazuo's story, or like part 2 of the story quest, or is it? Wait, did Kazuo get a story quest before? Huh,
Yeah,
can't
maybe
remember.
a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Dude, I really wonder what Genshin will look like as an anime. Because that would be pretty cool, right? I mean, it's super popular not to have an anime. Oh, how am I doing? I'm doing good. I had a hard time streaming, or I was gonna stream earlier, but you know, Wi-Fi started to go boo garbage on me. So yeah, now I stream super late. It's like really late now where my time is. My eyes. Ah, that tracking. Oh my gosh. How do people use their like smartphones to like track their cameras? So, like I'm using a normal webcam,
Go, Barbara, go!
and like I know using your like smartphones are like way better, or like iPhones. Because like I've seen someone like tweet out like, "Oh yo, I got like a new iPhone, yo, like best like streaming cam ever," or something like that, for like face tracking.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If
Damn.
it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Yeah, going off like
So,
Kazuha's background that we
still don't
learn
know what he did.
is that his family is
I've heard
a
bits and pieces.
blacksmith.
Something about him blocking the Raiden
So-
Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Uh,
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
bro, I had
A
like
little while ago, this would have
I had
been
like 50
completely
wishes saved up,
unimaginable.
but then like when trying to get the new character, I used all those 50 wishes, which sucked. I was like, bro, I could save them for any new characters coming out. Like, but no, I used all my wishes just to get a 4-star, bro. To be honest, I thought
Guess
the new
we'll
character
go
would have been a
visit the
5-star.
Tenryo Commission.
All right.
I mean, considering he's the
I'll
first
just stay
male
here and carry on
catalyst
trying to
and
fend off the
animal
crowd.
person, it would have been very cool if he was a 5-star. I mean, they didn't come out with any new 5-stars this update as well,
Time to go.
which is very strange. I would say, because Genshin usually loves their 5-stars, you know. But I guess they're saving up for Sumeri probably. Ah, bruh. Ah, sadness. Ah. Bro, this guy, oh my god. Wait, so does the Island Adventures like come in like the second half of the update? Because are we gonna have to like wait like until next week or like 2 weeks from now till we get to go to the islands again? Because the islands are actually fun and actually gave a lot of primo gems. Primo gems. Oh yeah, he does feel awesome because even though he's a catalyst character, it feels like he's one of the first like different weapon characters. I don't know how to like describe it because like the catalyst characters, like you know their range, like Barbara is right here, but like with Aizo, it's you have to like it's like like you know the sword grip strategy to get up close and stuff like that, which I find pretty unique, and I hope they make more characters like Aizo where they use like their fists or like close combat. Yeah, he doesn't feel like it. That's why I like him, even though he's a catalyst. Yeah, I wish they. I feel like they're gonna probably make more characters like him as well.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful.
Yeah, I
The Almighty
actually like
Shogun
his
has issued a large
elemental
array of
skills.
directives
They're actually
aimed at
really good.
resolving, or at least
And,
easing
like,
the
really
tensions that have
grateful.
built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
What? Okay, because like they talked about the history of his clan in the festival. Ooh, I scored a drop. Wait, what? Nani? Huh. Strange. It said I scored a drop of something. I have no idea how and how.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who
Yeah,
served the Shogun
like in the first
responsible for
Inazuma
building and further
festival,
developing the traditional
they
blade
talked
forging
about
arts of
his
the Almighty
family's
Shogun.
background,
The
stuff like
Kaidahara
that.
clan belonged to this
It was pretty
house.
cool. I actually liked
But
it.
there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil.
Oh, yep, I
Later
remember
learned
this.
that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui, attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans.
Yeah, we
for
learned this in the
neither power
festival. What the
nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters.
Damn.
We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
Damn.
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I feel like,
I
no,
have grown accustomed to life among the elements.
I'm
I
pretty
fear I
sure,
would no
like, in the
longer feel
festival,
at home
Kazuha
behind
sold
the
all
walls
the stuff
of
from
a
his
stately
house.
abode. Yet
And then
my
he told to, like,
ancestors did
give the
indeed take
fundings to,
great
like, a
pride in
charity
the name
or
of
something.
Kaidahara, and the art of
I would know
blademaking
because I was
for which
there.
it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently
my
circulating
Nightbot
through
told
the
me to
populace will
stretch.
disappear.
Oh, I heard phone's cracked.
Rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Yeah, I really
To
love
some,
hearing the
Musamu
dialogue,
Itotachi
even
is
though it's so
something that can
long.
never be defeated. They
I just
cannot
love
accept the
stories
idea
in
that Mr.
games.
Kaidahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Oh,
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail.
I mean, Kazuha has natural white hair.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion,
Damn.
no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna, like, have to
Why
choose.
would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught
Hey,
to me by my
Void,
family,
what is the,
based on
I
techniques
totally forgot you're a
originally
mod.
developed for blade testing.
Uh,
We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade
I totally forgot that I gave
so
you
that
the
each
mod
can be fairly
role.
assessed
Yeah.
for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more
Oh,
practical
Void, are you
ones
still playing
typically used by
Genshin?
samurai in battle. So
If
it's hard to
so,
imagine that the
yo, invite me to your
similarities
role. I
speak
need
of
some
ways
resources.
along.
All the more reason to watch your back. This
Uh-oh.
guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you.
Wait,
I
really?
must
Oh
say,
my
I am
god.
now very
The
curious
Diluc
about
skin
this
is so
matter,
expensive.
also
What
need
the
some
heck?
time
It's
to consider your
$30,
I
essentially.
will first join the
USD.
traveler in investigating the one who
Oh my
attacked me,
gosh, that's so
then
much
give you a
money.
conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
I mean, I have like 600
Let's go and track down your
of
aggressor.
like those like crystals from because I haven't like used any of them after
He
purchasing
knows the most
the
about what
daily
goes on in
Primo Gem
town.
thing. So I was like, I was trying to like
Let's see
save
what
them
he
if they're like super cheap. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, it's I know yeah, I only like the only time I spend money on Genshin is when the update's like ending, and like I unlock the full. It's either I unlock the full battle pass, then I'm gonna buy the battle pass, of course, to get those benefits, and when um my Vulcan moon is about to run out, because that makes it so my expenses aren't that much, if you know what I mean.
Go, Barbara, go!
Yeah, hold on, let me take a look at the shop. I only have 600 from buying 2 of these and paid. Bro, why? I don't understand why they have to like make Genesis crystals and Primo Gems different. Just make them the same so we could just like purchase it using Primo Gems as well. Come on. I don't understand why you have to make 2 different currencies. That's dumb. Oh, bro. I'm totally taking the long way. I could have used the waypoint. Gosh, I'm dumb.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
Oh yeah, boy,
You
it's
are
because
too
you
kind.
got that
We
sponsor
are
that one
currently
time for your
investigating an assault, and would appreciate any
for a
help you can
thing.
offer.
Right, I totally forgot.
You were
But
targeted
yeah, I
in
remember
an
you did get
assault?
sponsored,
Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything.
and then
of
like you
immediate
had
interest.
money to like
Mr.
buy
Kaidehara is
stuff
currently
with.
the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking.
Oh, that hurts.
To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
Oh,
Some
that's
of them are
creepy.
offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, that is a
Even
long
at that
way.
price, you probably still shouldn't.
Well, yeah.
Please,
Are you still
accept
doing
my
like
thanks for
gotcha?
looking
I
out for my
forgot.
privacy.
I forgot what those little animations are
No
called. I'm
matter what,
sorry.
we only take on
Yeah, it's
legitimate
like
cases. We don't make our money
those
by
little
revealing
little
details of other
characters.
people's day-to-day life just
Totally
for the sake of
forgot.
it. Sorry, I got a little off topic.
Those
What
little
I'm really
gotcha.
trying to say
I think that
is, it
yeah,
doesn't
you're
surprise me
gotcha,
that a
right?
complete stranger is
That's what they're
looking for
called.
Mr. Kaidehara.
You got those little
But I
characters
wouldn't know where
that
to
look like
begin if
chibis.
we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now.
Ah,
Have there been
I
any
see.
other attacks or similar incidents?
Yeah,
recently
recently
that
I've been
stand out
trying to do
as
more
particularly
ambitions as
unusual?
well, or
The
practicing.
Tenryou Commission had very
I
few
think I
leads.
posted
I
on one of
thought
the
you might have
servers,
some information from different
me doing the
sources.
fusion dance from Dragon
It's
Ball
true
Z,
that the
like
commissioners
as a
aren't clued up
practice.
about every little thing
And I
that
liked
goes
how
on
it
out
turned
in the
out.
streets. But
Yeah.
typically, it's only the
And
most
right now,
trivial events that
doing
manage
a
to
few.
escape their
I'm trying to
attention.
draw
If
2
anyone
VTuber
had been out
friends
there
that
attacking people, that
doing a
would be
fusion
assault,
dance
in
together
which case
as
the
well.
Tenryou Commission would absolutely.
And I might do it with
involved.
other VTubers as well, them doing the fusion
Oh, that does make sense.
with different like transitions, because like the fusion dance is like one thing, but you have to make
I still
the
find it
fusion
difficult to
like
believe
transitions
that whoever
different
attacked you
to make
hasn't
it
been causing
unique.
any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Yeah.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble.
Damn.
Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Times
still
like this,
I still have
the
a
more
free-to-play
information
way.
you have,
I still haven't explored the chasm
Alright
in
then.
full.
Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a ton of chances to get
Yuya
a lot
is
of
the
primo
nephew of
gems.
Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely
Yeah.
to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Sure.
What
Can't
you call it?
we never know what we might find out along the way.
I remember when I first started playing. Actually, yeah,
We'll start
even
by
when
making some
Inazuma came out,
inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
I spent all my
Sounds
time
good.
to
All the
like
best with your
do all the
investigation.
chests
I'll get moving shortly myself.
and stuff like that to like unlock all the secrets, locations, and stuff like that. To like all those secret items to get like luxurious chests. And oh my god, bro, all that did was like give me like 10 wishes, which sucks. Like the whole day of exploring gives me about like 10 wishes. But
Ah,
yeah.
it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically,
Yeah,
there have always
savage.
been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Yeah, dude,
Don't
that's
all bladesmiths
I love the
trace
Midori
their
Festival.
craft back
That
to the
was
same
fun.
source?
That was
Over
basically
Each of us has
Genshin's
arrived at a
anime
different plane of
convention.
key philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding
Alright, talking about
patience and
anime
determination
conventions,
of
I went
Raiden.
to one recently.
As it
I went to
turns
Anime Expo
stone to
2022.
sand.
It was
There is
fun.
nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice.
And it's
day
funny
in
too, because it's like,
and day out.
even though I went like to
Until
my
both body and
IRL
mind
friends,
have memorized
I was
the
like later on,
craft,
I just
turning each
like
motion
noticed
of every technique
that other
into an
VTubers that I
intrinsic part
know
of the bladesmith's
actually went to
life.
AX
As for the art of
2022.
the Kaedehara clan,
Yeah,
I believe
like,
it's called
wait, Void, you know who Zen Panda is, right?
That's right.
Apparently he went to Anime
Machine art
Expo
strives
too.
for
I didn't get to
perfect
see him,
harmony between blade
but
and mind,
apparently he was
in the moment
wearing
that forging
a
begins.
Yelan
For only a blade
cosplay.
thus forged can capture
And then, like,
convey
I've-
its maker's thoughts
yeah.
and feelings.
And then I
and
think
eventually
I was
become an
I forgot whether I
extension
was
of its
listening on
maker's
stream
will.
or I was on call with him.
indeed.
But he said like how
Samurai
he would
choose their
enter like a
blades,
men's restroom
but
and
a
then like
machine blade
all the guys would get
chooses its
confused.
owner.
Like, bro, why is it
You
going
are,
here?
without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan
Yeah,
has
and then
fallen
like
on hard times,
animator I
its
knew went
ideals and
to
virtues
Anime
are
Expo
alive
as well.
and
I was
well.
like, I didn't know
Don't
he went.
overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble
Yeah,
aspirations.
even though I
on
went to
behalf
Anime
of my
Expo,
clan.
I did not
But
see
let's get
anyone
back on
famous,
topic.
like, at
The
all.
purpose of our visit
Sadly.
today is to gather some information on your missing
I want to
nephew.
see Trash Taste,
We
bro.
hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Yes, Savage.
Ah, yes. My nephew.
Like, for the first 2 days,
reported the case
I
to the
actually,
Tenryo Commission, but I
did
haven't
stuff
heard
on my
anything
own.
back so
Like,
far.
I just went
He
around
didn't say
with
a
no
word
one.
before he
Because
left,
that's a bliss.
which is
I
very
because
unlike
like
him.
if you go in a group, you know,
I'm still
it's a group
completely
discussion.
at a
Like,
loss
oh,
on what
we
to
want to
make
go
of it.
this place.
But I've done
Group
what
vote,
I can
yes.
so far.
But like if you're alone,
Worrying
you
is
can go
futile.
anywhere you want, essentially,
All I can
and
do
take a look at
now
anything
is wait
you,
for the
you like.
news from the Tenryo Commission.
So yeah, for the first 2 days, I was like
There
on
was
my
a
own.
collector
Then on the
involved in the
last 2
disappearance,
days,
too.
I went
Know
with my
anything about
IRL
that?
friends, essentially.
Yes. On
That's-
the morning that Yuya went
And
missing,
yeah, that was actually the first
he
time
gave
I
me a
went to
very
Anime
cryptic
Expo
look
with people
and said that he
too.
was going to give me a great
Like
gift.
the only
I
this
believe
is my
he
third time
got
going to
the
Anime
item
Expo,
from
so the
Mr.
first like 2
Nagato
times I was
after
on my
that.
own.
The next yes. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what could
Yeah,
have
for my
caused
first
it.
year, I actually went for free.
Unfortunately, there was very little
All 4
evidence
days
left
free.
behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Apparently, like I was volunteering at a library, and they're like, "Oh, we're getting sponsored by
If I
something.
had to
Let's
guess,
and you get to
it
go
must
to
have
Anime
been some
Expo for
kind of
free if you
rare
like sign up for this thing." And I was like,
Otherwise,
"Oh yeah, sure.
there would have been no
Why
reason
not?"
for
And
him
I was
get
able
my
to
hopes up.
get in for
He's
free.
never been
It was
particularly
nice.
interested in blade forging.
I am
But
probably
I've
gonna
always
make
had a
an
fondness for
animation
blade
or an
testing,
animatic about
and can
me,
sense even the most
me at
minute
conventions.
differences in blade
Because
quality.
besides Anime
He
Expo,
is
the only other convention I went to
extraordinarily
was
talented in
Comic Con.
martial arts,
And that was actually pretty
particularly
fun.
when it comes
It's
to the
basically
art of the sword.
Anime Expo,
Truth be
but with
told, we have some
superhero
information
comics,
that you may
essentially.
find to be objectionable. The person
Okay.
we are looking for,
sweep
he
that
attacked
house.
this friend of mine.
Yeah.
Based on the evidence
Yeah,
we've
it's
gathered
basically
so
American
far,
superhero
only
comics like
Yuya
Marvel and
seems to match
DC.
the
And then
suspect's
also
profile.
anime figurines and mangas as well. So it's basically the same thing.
Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason.
Bro, I haven't been paying attention
With
to the
that
story
said,
because I
it's
just got
equally out of
swept away
character for him to
talking
just
about my life.
disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
Wait, this weekend I can't do anything because I'm actually going to a wedding.
Paimon doesn't think
I was going
Yuya
to
was the one who attacked us
high
as
school
well.
reunion, but no, it's a wedding. It's not even my high school reunion too. It's my father's. Yeah, and it's my dad's friend's wedding as well.
Yes.
And like we weren't
It
gonna go
sounds
at
as if
first,
something happened
but
when the
like
two
my
men
dad was
met
like,
each
"I'm
other.
not going. My family
Let's
isn't
pay a
coming with
visit
me."
to the
They're like,
Nagato
"Oh,
household.
okay. We'll send them invitations as well." It's like, "Oh shoot, we're going to a wedding of people we don't know." Huh? Sweet. So yeah, we're gonna like take a chance to go to San Diego, bro. I forgot how long it's been since I've been to a wedding, because there's been 0 weddings since the pandemic started, essentially. And then it's funny too, because it's like, you hear these stories, because I actually recently watched the recent Trash Aid podcast where it's like,
I'm very
they talked
sorry, but I
about
cannot
how
afford
it's
to
wedding
pay what we
season,
owe right
because
now.
like, you know, the pandemic's
My
basically
husband
ending as
has
well,
gone
just
missing,
wedding.
and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you
Oh,
have to
that's
see me in
sad.
this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment.
Okay, let's listen to this
We're still
story.
trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, Can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him.
Damn.
Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
That is sad.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Oof.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first.
Oof.
I've tried talking to him about it so many times.
He's disappeared, right?
He
Just
won't
sell
listen.
some of his stuff.
On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Oh, damn, that
And
got
led
heavy.
to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament.
Damn.
And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see.
Oh, okay. I think I'm
Ameno
understanding the
came to
story a
purchase
little bit more.
weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared
Damn.
after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye.
Hey, watch, Frost is gonna save this
Collecting
family.
things is a habit that
No, he
Mr.
won't.
Nagato had his whole life. It is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely
Yeah,
to
but
start
it's a
an
cursed
argument.
sword, obviously, though.
This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Yeah, I think this is where Heizo help comes in, right? I mean, you force our character in the
Based
story
on the
mission,
information we've
you know,
gathered
it
so
kind of
far,
connects.
I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two
Especially, you
men
know,
was
we're doing
somehow the
detective work as
catalyst for their
well. You know, it should
disappearance.
really connect.
The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paima was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked
It's,
over
it's
an
probably a
oil
cover up.
lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
An interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility. Amenoma Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details.
Damn.
So they fled to protect their secrets. But it's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there? Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
So confusing.
We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's
Oh,
still a
yeah, I was
chance
gonna
we might be
say,
able to find some shreds of
where would this
evidence.
warehouse be?
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
Ooh.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami. Indeed.
Wait,
But
I have
this
no idea what that
unexpected
is.
spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Oh, okay.
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is
What?
definitely
Okay,
coming from
that's
down
dumb.
below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration,
Dude, when in doubt, when there's no
I would
more
have to
space on top,
conclude that the
video games
Tatarigami
usually tend to
source
go
resided here
underground,
for a very
get more
long
stuff.
time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time. From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters. but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
Okay, let's see.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
Wow, that's dumb. So very, very convenient. Tension, damn. Oh, hold on. I just want to check out this inventory drop thing. Very. Ooh, oh, it's tension drops. Huh. Very interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Hold on, I need to fix something. Oh my gosh. Okay, there you go.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much. Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from.
Yeah, what's the
Quiet your
Tagari
mind,
energy thingy?
focus on what
Rojigi
you
again?
sense around you.
I can't remember. Oh, I got it. Hey. Oh, it's rolling left. Oh, it's going backwards.
Time to go.
Jesus
Time to go.
Christ. You think other people would see this, but they don't.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly. Quite possibly.
Okay.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly trails! They're acting really strangely!
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Easy.
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff! What is it?
It's
by the
red
looks of
wine.
it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
And I was wounded by with most of my precious blades I chased them, but did not catch it on my way down here to rest. Found my exhaustion, I thought that I might go broke right here. Yep, I knew it. It's blood. But it seems that some strange part has seen me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. It hurts. Bro, do you have the time to write this down? But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious, so all I can do to distract me is write. Okay, that's sorry. Then I really am. Only now I do stop stuff. in my ways I was, and how blind to my obsession I must have been cursed. I expected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one of happiness or warmth, but all of it together, and it still wouldn't break a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and I'm sorry for letting you down, dumb.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of
Oh,
monsters.
that's sad.
I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here. Yes, right now we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the
Oh,
same
bro.
tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Okay.
Time to go.
Bro, he swam. Yeah. Oh, I see a boat. Never mind, he took a boat.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time. Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa! Surely you don't mean...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Amenoma Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of
Damn.
the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, You should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way. Each
That's when he got
one
bought
step
off.
closer
That was
to my
put in the
ancestral
warehouse.
goal. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Damn.
Kaede Harakazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
That's dumb.
The wind knows me.
Hey, where'd he go? Oh.
Embrace the ice.
Rewrite history!
Whirling snow.
Join me and sever that divine light!
Oh, bro, I want to switch. Oh!
One with nature.
For some reason, it switched out, huh? Wow, it's a different weapon as well. Wow, it's dumb.
Let the show begin.
Join me and sever that divine light!
Bro, misskill my keybinds with the fudge.
Into the wind.
Rewrite history! Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger.
Damn.
And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Damn.
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his
Damn.
collectibles.
Only
Thought
when
so.
Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles, did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Amenome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward,
Bro, I would
the
actually
greater
like
your
to
fear of losing
vote for that
everything
sword,
you had
though.
achieved grew, and the more you wished
the
to run
weapon
from
scanner.
the truth. But the way
Looks
I
pretty
see
neat.
it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool!
Damn.
I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
I was just roasting the sword.
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet. and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Damn.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you.
Or get the Shogun self or
Once we have
something.
dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Bruh, he lost twice. What do you mean?
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The Cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a
What?
turn
Dude, the
for
blade's
worse,
literally right
I
there.
still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Wait, where'd the guy disappear to, though?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will.
Dude, throw the
Thank
blade
you.
away already. Keep
What should we
on.
do next?
Go in the water.
You got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
Ah, all right. Please lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in
Oh, I
immediate
see.
danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Oop. Okay.
Time to go.
Oh, I have to climb this mountain? Oh. It's gonna be really, really simple, still.
Time to go.
Oop. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna give me Kazuha, because for the trial run thing. Oh, that's cool. What the heck?
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Hold on, I want to see. Okay, when a normal charge plunging back, the opponent releases and achieves a cursed spirit, dealing AoE damage. Oh wow, what the heck? Hold on, before anything, I just want to read the stats on Is it the same if he gets his freedom? Hold on. Oh, okay, no, it's different. Okay, just making sure. Because it'd be funny if it's like the same.
Let's get down to business. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Damn. You got a little friend in me right there. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Time to go. One with nature.
Right? I really like how they just have these like little fire pools just to get some swirl effects.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. My lucky day. Into the wind.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Jesus Christ.
Time to go.
Oh, okay, don't warn me.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Okay, got it.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight!
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi,
Damn.
much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I've finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike.
Bro, I wish the Nagano guy
never
survived,
understand
though.
your
Dude, that's
obstinacy
sad
and
for his
cruelty.
family.
Nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from? Yup, we can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
I mean,
It's my lucky day.
oh,
Time to go.
okay. Bro, let me use my characters to make this faster. Jeez.
Going somewhere? One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen.
Damn.
Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Imagine Kazuha just bought it at a thrift store.
This is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
Called it.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time.
Called it.
Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
Bro, I don't feel sad
I
for him.
believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Bro, but what about the guy, though?
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory. wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland.
Damn.
His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were warped by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Damn.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
Bro, I wanted to see new characters or something in this story. It's not.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Amenoma Yuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
Oh my gosh, finally.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward.
Dude, how many
I do
times
not
did I
wish to
get
be a mere
beat?
victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryo Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Ooh, precious chest. Nice. Wait, I didn't pick up. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, this story is finally over. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, it was somewhat meh, but it could have been grander.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down, even now. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin,
Successor of Amenoma art. Amenome Yuya.
honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Into the wind.
Bro, we're so usually the vision against them. Oh, that's sad.
That hurts. One with nature. Wind Strider. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Bro, he's done. You got beaten for the third time in a row.
One with nature.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness, nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end. Time to go.
Okay. Is there a way to teleport there faster? I can just jump off. I think we're gonna fix it or something.
Yuya, you have returned.
Oh, dude, but dude,
I'm
rip
sorry,
that guy though. Oh my god.
It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
And plus, like, his family is so in debt, bro. What the fudge?
A prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that you found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Nah, he died.
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live.
Damn, yeah, happy
And now
ending.
that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it. Thank you. I will explain my reasons later.
Is he going to commit, like,
Okay.
seppuku or something?
I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Ooh, it's... Okay, ooh, interesting cutscene.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness.
Ah,
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to...
oh, I think we see this in the trailer, too.
As long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
I'm not as grand as, you know, Liwei's cutscenes, but...
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that
So do we get to
blinded
keep
him
the
to
blade or
path
something,
ahead.
or...?
Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them. I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation, and it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, but still, can we get that weapon though? Oh, that'll be pretty sweet, you know. It better be a 5-star too, not 4-star. Oh, oh, he's over here.
Time to go. Time to go.
Ah, you've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Okay, neat.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You
True.
misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
We're probably gonna be the Mitsumari, aren't we? I don't know why, I just get that feeling, no? Oh. Oh, we do get it! Oh, sweet! Well, let's take a look at this blade. Oh, yeah, it does the same thing. Okay. Hold on. What do you need to... How do we refine this? Oh. Okay. Hold on, let's just level this up really quickly. Wait, what's this one? Oh, okay. Just making sure. Oh, I see. Okay. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Well, I'll stick with the sacrificial blade. I'll take a look after the website. Take a look at with all the engine stuff on it, updates, and see if it's a better blade or not. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something. Oh yeah, I was to give someone a book. Oh, here he is. Let's give him... I think it should be this one, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, next. We should probably... yeah, we should probably do these ones, these things right there. I have to complete my dailies, get them primo gems. Okay. I'll probably yeah, do one of the hangout events for the new character, and then I'll probably go to Persona 4 Golden.
Into the wind.
Okay, it's down there.
Another
Time to
test
go.
subject.
The wind knows me.
Another test subject.
One with nature.
My apologies.
Bruh, that's why I love Kazuha. He just like drags them all together
Into the wind.
to do more AoE damage. Easy. Okay. Bro, why is it so far? Oh my god.
One with nature.
Oh, I didn't make it. Okay. Go about that. And we did it. Okay, next. Wait, where's the next thing? Okay. Oh, it's over here. I'll see right here. Oh my god. So far, I'm kind of liking the new stuff this update kind of had to offer. Hold on. Let me just take a look at other stuff. Sorry, guys. Wait, how do I get to that page thing? Story quest. Oh yeah, there we go. I got it, I think. What is interlude chapter name? Oh, okay, yeah, this is the... Yep, sweat. Okay, I see. Bro, back. Oh my gosh. I pressed back too long. Oh, it's this one, right? Okay. Yeah, Acer... Where's his first one? Oh yeah, so I was right. Kazuha didn't have a story quest before. Oh. That's very strange. Okay, wait. So who's have... Okay, two... Okay, it's only the Archons that has 2 story quests. Okay, that makes sense. But Kazo didn't have story quests? Really? Huh. Uh, um,
Come on, don't keep me waiting.
wait, which one's the bad one? Um, um, oh yeah, dude, the new outfit they showed Childen in that trailer. Oh my gosh. When are they gonna release it? Bro, don't tell me you're gonna release it like 4 years from now. when Shazaya comes out. Bro, that would be sad. That would be sad about that. Okay. So I completed all of that.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's all the only edits. Good. Now I just go all the way back here to the Adventurers Guild and get my for Primo gems.
Time to go.
Then we can start the hangout.
Thank you for
Okay. This. Oh yeah, for Shinobu, I did 3 out of 5, and I find it very funny. And it's also Ethos is also inside Heizo's story thing too. I think I seen spoilers. Okay, down there.
Follow the wind.
Okay.
What if the traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Hmm? Ah, traveler. Great, you made it.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Songo, compared to the traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic. Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryo Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown.
Okay.
The Tenryo Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The general has gone missing.
If the general was really missing, the Tenryo Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Songo's nonsense, traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizo. He works as a special...
Wait, when did we get Kujo-Sara hangout event? Because they don't have a story quest, so I assume...
in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Songo, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Songo's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, It's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Damn.
Needless to say, Sango and Heizo have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that.
Ooh, serious.
According to Sango, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him.
Oh.
So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side. Great. We've learned that Heizo had expressed interest in Watatsumi Island before he disappeared.
Oh yeah,
During the war,
they talked about
he
that stuff.
apparently carried out some mission on Watatsumi Island. And once the war ended, he made frequent visits to the island. I heard you have a good standing with Sango no Miya. I think it might be a good idea to use that as a starting point for your investigation. Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh,
Ooh,
please
so
take
he
this
might
commission
meet
letter from the police
Kokomi,
station.
or
If you find Heizo, return there and report back to them.
forgot what the dog's dude name is. Goro. Oh damn! All the way at the shrine. Oh damn!
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here.
Fraud. I wish it was an important
So his
character.
name is Shikanoin Heizo, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant. But I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for...
Oh, so technically this hangout's the first time we're actually meeting the person. Oh yeah, that is technically east. I totally forget. It's like, that's where you entered the island usually from. It's from the east.
Come on,
Bro.
you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Bro, this is actually how we meet him. He's just captured.
Well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do. That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away? Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Oh, wait, so Paimon's with us?
What? Paimon's just here to take a look.
But this is the first time Paimon's in the hangout event, I'm pretty sure.
Paimon was worried he might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all...
No, I'm okay, I haven't played, like, other hangout events, but this is the first time I've actually seen Paimon in one.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be his voice, right?
That sounds awful! Somebody's
That's true.
emergency food! No!
Bro.
Wait! Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname?
Paimon's emergency food now.
To rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Wow, my internet is
For someone who says
fluxing
they
right
don't want
now.
to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago.
Wow, my internet is going
Kujo
boom.